Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have been good. I hope you've been staying safe, like emphasis on good, because I'm feeling good. Because are you not feeling this hair? No, take a look at it. In this video we'll be talking about, as well as showing you how to achieve this hair. I mean this wig right here, this extremely tiny twists, which is about 30 inches approximately. Yeah, I'll be showing you how to achieve this hair from start to finish. And I mean from cutting the kanekalon hair to stretching to trimming to dipping in your hot water, all the gory details intact. I'll be showing you guys everything. And the focus would actually be on spacing. So I feel like that's the part a lot of people would be confused about. Like, I mean, I also was confused about that aspect. So if you'd like to see that, let's go. So this is the hair we'll be working with, and I used colors 27 and 30, as you can see here. You can see the spacing I was talking about. It was really spaced out at the back because this hair was going to be long, so making it full also was just going to be a lot of weight on my head. So the idea was to make it look full without it actually being full. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope you do. Now we're about to cut. This is the one I already stretched previously and was currently working with. And this is the other half. Now I just discovered something, guys. Wow. So remember I said I was bringing in all the details. I thought I was using cotton 3 at the back because I actually stretched that part of the hair 4 months ago, and I just kept it till now when I finally gathered the energy to make this wig. So I just realized I stretched cotton 2 instead of cotton 3. That's why the hair was so long. So for the top part I needed something longer, and that's why I'm cutting this other bit like this. You can see one part would be longer than one, and I'll be working with the longer side for the top. We're about to stretch now, so I'm dividing both colors in two so it will be easier for me to stretch. And here they are. So you can see I have a bit of both colors on either of my hands, so I'm now tying this away. And we're all stretched now. After crocheting the hair into the cap, I made sure both ends of the hair were equal before I start twisting. I did that for each of the twists, so when you see me pulling the hair after crocheting, know I'm measuring. I may not always show this measuring part because of time, but just know I always did it. This is the pulling. This is what I meant by measuring before we start twisting. For those that may not know how to crochet, you open the latch, fix it into the cap through about 3 holes, place the hair into the hole and drag out the crochet pin while holding the opposite end of the hair so you don't end up dragging out the entire hair you should be working with. Then you measure and start twisting. By measurement, I mean you should just ensure that both ends of the hair are meeting each other before you start twisting so they will be equal. Please don't be confused with the way I'm twisting, because I twist different ways, which is either to the left or to the right. But the simple logic there is that we are twisting and locking. So if you're twisting one end of the hair to the left, you should at the same time be twisting the other end to the right. Then cross both sides for it to actually lock and not loosen. Because if you're twisting both ends in the same direction, when you cross them, they won't lock. Or if you don't even twist at all before crossing, they won't lock. So in summary, you just have to twist and lock for it to actually stay in place and not loosen. You don't just be turning, it will loosen. So it's that locking that prevents twist from not, what's the word, loosening. Finishing each of these strands took me approximately 5 minutes, 5 minutes each. I don't know, maybe I was slow, but I don't think I was, and that's just that. So it could take you more, it could take you less, I don't know. I just thought to mention. You would notice at this point that in as much as the back was scanty, I made the edges full because I wanted looking thick at the front, and the spacing kept reducing from the back to the front. See how tight this is looking in terms of spacing. It gets tighter as we go. An advice I would give is that you finish the front part first before going back to fill up the empty spaces at the back. So though the back may be looking empty, just ignore it and finish the front, then you could always go back and fill the empty spaces. So even if your remaining kanekalon hair is short, maybe because you didn't cut it equally. Remember when I cut one part longer than one part? You can join at the back to meet your desired length. No one will really know at the back. Let me just allow you focus on all I've been saying so far. Now for the closure, I turned the cap upside down, then applied powder on the closure before using a pencil to outline the center. You could use your foundation or concealer in place of the pencil, but that pencil was what I had close by, so I just used it. Please be cautious when working with this closure so it doesn't tear because it's pretty fragile. So don't go and be pulling the hair while twisting. Here is where placement comes into play again, because we want this wig looking professional, so you have to watch how you're placing the twists. I started by placing it vertically on the edges, then horizontally in the middle, then went back to vertical in the center. And don't worry, you will get close-up shots of this part as we go. You would notice that there's some space behind this line where I'm working on right now, but don't worry because I went back to fill it in when I was done, as I did other parts of the wig I thought were showing too much net. have to stand in whatever direction you want the twist to fall while twisting. So for this part, I stood at the back to make this part because I wanted it to fall backwards. Remember I said I went back to fill all the empty spaces. So you see that black line you're seeing there, or black material or whatever it is, I went back to fill it in. I was actually done trimming this hair already, but I just left these 2 strands for demonstration. I trimmed every single one of this hair in 2s because doing it one by one was okay. I started it one by one, then went into 2, then tried 3. I think I even tried 4, then I realized that 2 was just the best for me because doing it one by one was difficult because the strands were too tiny. I was just cutting the hair instead of the flyaways. But if one by one works for you, then by all means, please do it one by one. But this is what worked for me. Trimming took me 1 week, while the entire wig took 2 months. Not like I was doing it every day though, but I believe I can do this in 1 month if I want to do it again. This is how it was before I dipped it in hot water. And yeah, we have brushable strands. So this hair was so tiny that you can even brush it comfortably. And it won't loosen, it won't budge. Now it's entering hot water. I dried it with a towel, trimmed the edges, applied mousse, and that was it. There you have it, and we're done. I think using mousse is unnecessary. Like, you can as well do without it. I just wanted to try it, and I don't think it made a difference. This is what the inner part of the net is looking like right now, and yeah, you can see our visual. Thanks for watching, guys. Please drop comments and any questions you may have in the comment section, and I promise to attend to all your questions. Also, please like this video, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe, it would mean a lot. Till next time, guys, please be safe, be good, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.